Hello, hello, hello. I'm live today. And I know it might be late for so many people. I don't know where you are, but I know for people in East Africa, might be very, very late night. But I decided let me go ahead and do this live stream. So if you come later to catch up with me, you come to watch, okay, you are so much welcome. But if you're not able to catch up with me right now, when you come here, make sure that you share the video, you tag your friend so that they can also be here. They can also understand where we are now. Okay, so on this live stream, I'll be talking almost everything. I know many people not be able to be live right now with me, but this will be a good way to go about it together. Okay, so uh, today I'm showing you my neighborhood, so where I live, but I'll be taking a long walk. There are different ways. I'll be taking a long walk. I wanted to do something at the park and nearby. There are some few stores, so I said, okay, while I'm walking, instead of, I know it's very, very hot, but I have a very bought of very, very cold water here, so I believe there will be no problem at all. So I said, while I'll be doing that, why can't I go on live stream and share few things around here and also answer people's questions which they have, starting with the lifestyle and everything. So if I may start. Uh, the city where I live or where I am right now is called Belton, Belton. Belton is a small city in the state of Missouri. We are almost 25 miles from the big city of Kansas City. The Kansas City is very interesting in the city of Kansas City because there are two states which bordering one another. One is the state of Missouri, another one is the state of Kansas, but both states have the same downtown. What both they call, one they call Kansas City, Missouri, another one they call Kansas City, Kansas, but it is the same downtown. So it's very interesting. For instance, where I work, the office building is in the state of Kansas, but the the parking lot is in the state of Missouri, so which is very interesting. I live in Missouri, I work in Kansas, but it's just 25 minutes to 35 minutes drive from where I live to downtown. So, welcome Ishmael from Accra, Ghana. Thank you so much for joining me here. So, as I've been saying, so I'll be doing a lot of things. So, the city where I live, as I said, is called Belton. Is a small city. When I say small, it has about 20,000 people. So that is about the average people, 20 to 22,000. So this is a small town or small area where people live here compared to other big cities. So when we were planning to buy the house, we want to buy a little bit out of town. And you can see the lifestyle here. Someone has one house, there is a space to have another home, which is a very common thing. But this you might not find it if you go to downtown, where there are homes which are very, very close by one another. So that is to start with. Stephen from Kenya, thank you so much. Enoch Linda from Nigeria. Which part of Nigeria are you from? I'm waiting to make. I made a video about specifically for green card lottery. Possible Nigeria will be eligible to apply for this upcoming DV lottery. So I'll be making. I'm waiting in the middle of September when they put the official information. I hope and pray that Nigeria will be back to the application because because of the pandemic and immigration suspension, not many people are given green cards. So usually each year they count. If the country has not more than 50,000 green cards based on the green card by family and green card by employment, that country, if it has less than 50,000 in the last 5 years, that country is going to be, is having less than that, is going to be in the lottery. If it's going to exceed that threshold, it's going to be removed. So I believe Nigeria will be part of it this upcoming. Thank you so much. here in Uganda, I know it is midnight at the moment. Yeah, so you see here, it's more about like it's just like more like a country. I can simply say, is like it's a small one. You see, like people have big backyards. That is the beauty of living in Missouri or in these Midwest states. But if you have this big area, like this person with a small home, with that big area, if you have that one in California, you are talking about millions. But here, that one you can buy maybe for 150,000 to 200 maximum, and that's it. So that's the advantage of these particular Midwest states. So the cost of living in these particular areas is not that big compared to other areas. For instance, when you're talking about bedrooms, you talk about maybe you can have one bedroom for 500 or 600, two bedroom for 700 or 800, three bedroom can get even for 1,000 or 900, something like that. So, which is a very common thing in these areas. Is vastly different if you go to states like California or big cities like Chicago, where, or you go to New York, just one bedroom, you are talking about 1,500, one bedroom, or you can have 2,000 just for one bedroom. So that is a little bit different. So here is very, very cool, like people are not very complicated, is slow in one way or another. So you find like this small path is the one people use for the bike. So it goes up to the park. Where there is a park, there is a fire station, and nearby there is a police station. So where I live, you see, where I started walking, that is from where I live. So going to the park, going to the police station, going to the fire station is just nearby. So obviously, I live in a very safe neighborhood in that particular way. And unfortunately, which is sad, most of the safe neighborhood are mostly white areas. Depending also like what class. Like if people are poor, it doesn't matter whether you're white or whatever. No, if even like there is another part of town where we live, there are poor people. It doesn't matter whether you're white or whatever, crimes are so high. So the income can determine what the level of yeah. Leticia Komba, you were asking sehemu gani St. Joseph City. St. Joseph, from where I live, I think is about an hour and a half. Like an hour from where I live, I think, or an hour and a half. Yeah. But they call St. Joe. It's so funny. Like the saint they call St. Joe. So yeah, St. Joseph, that city is about an hour and a half or an hour. Because when we are trying to buy the homes over there, St. Joseph is so beautiful. They have bigger, but it was very far from where I work, so I didn't go and buy there. The question is, the spelling of the name, spelling of the birth of the certificate is different from the spelling of my passport. Information on the passport. When you are going to, if you are the winner already, go to the attorney, and the attorney has to give you the legal affidavit that the person on the birth certificate and the person on the passport are the same person, despite the difference in spelling. But you'll be, from that moment when you're going to be given the visa is going to be given based on the passport information. Oh, nilikuwa hapo. So yeah, that's good. Yeah, St. Joseph, I haven't been there in particular myself, but I know because we wanted to do to see how it is. How is the real estate business in the United States? Business is like working as realtor or basing yourself buying the homes and selling. So those are two types of things. You can be able working in the real estate industry. For you, like being a realtor, like people, you are helping people to get the homes, or there are some people are buying the homes and selling the homes. But overall, it's a very big business. But again, it depends on if you have to live in the big cities, not to go to live into Let's say you are going to live in a very small town where people are not moving in, people are not moving out. But if you go to the cities which obvious people are moving in, moving out, the business doing well because people are buying the homes, people are moving to other states. That means it will be easier. So the real estate business is very, very huge. And the people make a lot of money in the real estate. I know we have a family friend who is in the real estate doing that. And we have 2 Tanzanians, husband and wife. They are here. What do? They usually buy and sell them. So that is something else. So this is the fire station. You can see that is the fire station. Behind the fire station is that park. Usually I show when I say go to the park. That is the park. Behind this building, which is the fire station, that is behind. I will show you. That is the police station. I don't know why. That's why Claire all the time says she wants to become a police officer. If not a police officer, she wants to be a fire station guy, firefighter. Okay. Please, can you help me out to come to America? I will pay all my bills just to go to get a good person to help me to come there is a problem. Okay, so let me tell you the honest way and the reality. Someone to live in America doesn't mean necessarily is going to help you, because most likely is up to you. Are you able to get the visa on your own first of all? Because when I send, for instance, invitation letter is nothing special. It's just a friendly letter that, oh, I'm inviting Thomas Ampa from Accra, Ghana to visit me. That doesn't force the consular officer to give you the visa. The consular officer will go to determine if you come to America, you'll go back to your home country. So what assets do you have? And sometimes you don't need even the invitation letter. You can just say, I want to go for vacation in America. Even if you don't have anybody, the point is, do you have a flight ticket? Can you prove that if I go to America, I'm not going to be illegal? I'll be going there, then come back. That is the big thing, and that's where many people are losing. That's why we encourage people to apply for the green card lottery, because if you apply for the green card lottery, there is no question that will you come back to your home country because you have won the DV lottery. You are going to be a permanent of America. But if you come for non-immigrant visa, for any visa is a temporary to come to America, then you go back to your home country, you have to prove that when I go back to I'll go back to my home country, show that you have good assets, show that you have good job, so there are so many things which it is very easy to be denied the visa. That's why many people they get denied the visa, especially the non-immigrant visa, because you have to prove that you are going back to your home country. But if you win the lottery, what I advise you is to apply for the lottery, because if you win the lottery, you don't need to prove anything of that I'll be going back to my home country, rather than proving that you have education or work experience and you're coming from the country which is eligible, then you can get the visa. So for me to help you, I'll tell you to apply for the green card lottery or have a degree, then apply for scholarships. That's what I can help you with. But I cannot say, oh, this is the flight ticket, come to me, and I guarantee you the US Embassy officer will give you the visa. Sir, please make a live stream for question and answers. Yeah, just ask you any question. I'll be able to answer your questions. I'm trying. Chantal from Cameroon, thank you so much. Cliff from Kenya. Okay, I'm 2022 winner. The case number is that one. When will I receive the email from Kenya? Just forget up to this moment. Nobody has received any email at the moment. Your case number is 15,000. If you have the interview, your interview will be around April. So whether they ask you for the documents now or not documents now, they're not going to interview right now. So relax. Don't worry whether your case number, people have to be worried is if your case number is 1 to 2,000. That's other people have to worry. When can they receive, because their interview is supposed to be in October or November. But people, your interview is March, April, May next year. You have to relax. They haven't started sending the documents. I'm not a winner. I'm going to apply for the upcoming big green card lottery in October. I have made, yesterday I recorded 2.5 hours, one long video, which I call it as the official guide for the diversity visa lottery. I might go to post it very soon in a few days to come. I'm waiting, I'm just watching myself to make sure that there is no any problem, because I recorded like an hour cut, then I have just joined all the videos together. So this is the police station. That is the police station. This is Baptist Church. In the US, Baptist Church is a very big church here. There are so many Baptist church. These are apartment complex. They're over there. I don't know how much, but I can bet it will be like about like 2-bedroom, maybe for 600, 700 maybe, or maybe 900 depending. Cliff, you say you're also planning to apply for the green card this year. As one of the videos I posted today, I've been encouraging people to continue to apply for the diversity visa lottery, no matter what. It's free of charge. Keep applying, keep applying. Make sure you apply until you win. That is something you have to make sure that you do that, because it's free of charge. Thank you. How are you? Okay, so one of the things usually want to say about employment, let me show you. If you see like this advertisement, these people, this is the company for the school bus in our district. They say they pay for your training, they will cover for the medical, dental, whatever, all these kind of things to become a school bus driver. So because the schools are going to open at the end of on August 23rd. So different ways of getting the jobs. One of the ways of getting jobs is just to go to those ads. You can see they posted the ads there. Then, for instance, this one is going to be a quick trip. It used to be a gas station. They moved it to that one, which is big one now. They show there. So if you go there at the door, so getting a job, you can go there to the store. They put, if you see we are hiring, they can have the application forms on paper over there in the local store, or they can tell you apply online. But there are so many jobs, it's just up to you as long as you are allowed to apply. Okay. Katendo, you are saying, I have an American fiance. How long the process take? We're just chatting, not yet meet, but we're going to meet soon. First and foremost, you must meet in person at least once. That's number one. If you don't meet in person, you will never get the fiancé visa, unless otherwise you have to provide some complicated reasons why you haven't met in person before. So, and I'm planning to make it the visa about the fiancé visa, how to apply and go about it. So, fiancé visa, number one, you have to meet in person at least once. Secondly, your fiancé must be a US citizen. If it's not a US citizen, you cannot process the fiancé visa. If it's a green card holder, you cannot do the fiancé visa. So, the person who is American has to file. There is a certain documentation has to file with the Department of Homeland Security through United States Citizenship and Immigration Services. They have to file approved, and then with what they call the marriage license, is a license you are given to be allowed to get married. That license expires in 90 days. So you take that document and the other documentation will send to you to go to the US Embassy to apply It is the immigrant visa. That means once you are given that one, you must get married here in the United States within the 90 days you are here. So it's a very long process, by the way, but you have also to prove that what you are going to do, both you and your fiancé, you are not going to do any immigration scam. So they will have so many questions to prove that your relationship is legit. They will have so many reasons or many questions to prove that you are not planning just to come to America, then you are coming here, then you don't get married. Or the other way will be your American fiancé to come to your country, then while he's in your country, get married there. Then your American wife will apply for the visa to say to reunite with the husband or the wife. That means then there is that process where you have to do that. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the lights. You cannot just go through craziness. You'll be in so much trouble if anything happens. So that is the big, they open. So if you go there, you find out there are jobs over there. Okay. This is a warehouse. So when you say, I'm going to work in the warehouse, that might be one of those ones. Behind this one, they have built they are going to build 5 new ones. But at the moment, they have built 3. They're going to build 5. And those one, like 2 have already opened. 1 is a guarantee. If you get a job, it is $15 per hour to pack the foods for the dogs. So it's just like it's a company which is dealing with the these snacks and other things for the dogs. Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry. Hello, EBM. I have a police certificate from May, from the country where I was before. Now I'm not there anymore. It's valid for 3 months for the certificate. When will I send the documents to CCC? Can I use the same or no? In my opinion, yes, you can use that one, because once you are given that police record and you are no longer in that country, it means you haven't been back to that country. Have they written on the police clearance? I know there's someone I asked one day, did they write on the police record that it is going to expire after this date? No. Oh, this is the tradition of this country. Forget about the tradition. Is it written that police clearance is going to expire on this date on the police certificate? If it is not written, that means the police is good to go. Unless otherwise it is written on the paper that the police certificate will expire on this date. That's number 1. But don't bring to me, oh, you know, it's the tradition by law in our country or in this country, the police clearance record is going to expire after 3 months. Forget about that. Point is, expiration must be written on the date. If, for instance, the passport has no expiration date, that means passport doesn't expire. It has to be written on the expiration of the date on that particular document. That's number 1. Number 2, because you are no longer in that country and you have never traveled back, in my opinion, I'm not so sure, that police clearance will be valid because you are cleared and you are no longer in that country and you haven't traveled there. So there is no way you have committed a crime in a country where you are not there. This is a very typical American restaurant, Cracker Barrel. Basketball. Hello, EBM, how are you? What if I get the DV lottery? Should I prove my financial status to the embassy while applying for the visa? No. The public charge document is no longer available, it's not required. So you don't need to prove anything. But some of the embassies might require, not you, you need to have someone in the US to fill the affidavit of support. Some, but by law, you are not allowed, they don't require that. And if the embassy requires that one, the embassy will tell you in advance, at least a month or 6 weeks before the interview, the embassy will let you know that you need to have the affidavit of support. But in the normal, Stanley Kiboko, I will try to remember that one. Don't worry. Henry Peter, I've been watching your videos about staying in Norway for free when applications start. And while I'm there, I'm allowed to work. Yeah. If you apply to go to study in Norway, as a student, you have the same regulations in America, same regulations in UK, or any European country. The difference usually can be in few areas. For instance, in Europe or in Norway, international students will allow you to work 20 hours per week, but you can work off campus. You are allowed to work off campus. But here in the US, you are not allowed to work off campus. You are supposed to work only on campus during the school year. When the school is closed during the holiday, like now during the summer holiday, you are supposed to work full time. You can work full time. That is the difference between the two. How are you? So that is the difference. Okay, another thing, in Canada, for instance, your spouse is also allowed to work. It is allowed to work full time. In the US, if you come to study as a student, you are not allowed to work full time, or your spouse or dependent is not allowed to work. Does the age count in the green card lottery? Yes and no. There is no minimum, there is no maximum age. Whether you are 10, whether you are 50, you are allowed to apply. But 17. Because when you apply, you are 17 as the main applicant. If you win, it means until the results come out, until you come to America, you'll be 18. You'll be able to work, you'll be able to find an apartment, you'll be able to sign a contract. But if you come to America under the age of 18, you are a minor. You cannot go to school until your parents are going to authorize to sign a form. You cannot sign any contract. So that is the difference. But there is no maximum age. I know someone who about the age of 60s, 50s, they have won the DV lottery. But don't apply as you are 10, because how do you prove you have 2 years of work experience or high school? In order to be high school, that is 12 years of studies. 12 years of studies, it means, let's say you started at the age of 5. So that's why it's difficult, let's say at the age of 10 to apply, because you don't have high school or you don't have qualifying work experience of 2 years. Hello, EBM. What is the email that you use? Because you never replied on the one. I receive every single day more than 250 DMs on my Instagram. I have 2 Instagram accounts. I receive over 500 emails on my normal emails. I receive over 50 messages on my Twitter. That is number one. So if you put everything, I receive over 1,000 messages per day, whether it be DMs on Instagram or messages on Twitter or on the emails. Then I have to make videos. And remember, I do this one is maybe 25% of my life, because I have a full-time job. I don't do YouTube full-time. YouTube doesn't pay me to reach that stage of not doing other jobs. So I'm working as a full-time in another where I have to support them, be there emotionally, support, play with them. Then I'm a husband. Apart from that, I'm also writing books. I need also. So if I don't reply to your emails, it's because I have so many emails I have to go through to. That's why I try here on when I come online to answer most of the questions. But there's some people, they send the questions, they email me, my case number is this one. When can I expect to have the interview? So there are certain emails, the answers, they're already on my YouTube. Very rare situation where someone can ask a question in the specific situation, they have to make a video. So unless otherwise your case is so specific, but on my YouTube, I've answered almost every type of scenario over here. So if I don't respond to your message on time, don't get upset. It's because I have to do other things too and try to respond all those kind of things. So here, there are so many stores around here, and most of these are new. They opened this one 2019, spring 2019, around March, April 2019. They opened this one. So you see the bunch here. This is where I go for my dental. Our dentist is in that building. Cricket is one of the phone company. When you're brand new as immigrant, you'll be able to do that. That building is brand new. It has started maybe like a month or 2 months ago. That dental office is new. Over here, behind this one, there are some of the famous stores. There is Petco, Marshalls, Ross. Those are just like not big store like supermarket, but they are big. They are selling clothing and other things. So these are cheap areas. If you go there, sometimes you can get like the things which maybe they have been from other big stores. You can find them there just for less. And if some people, you see like people in Nigeria, West Africans, they sell some clothing. You go to buy on Marshalls, you buy also on Ross, and you're going to sell there in Africa or to other countries. And they're brand new, but they're very, very affordable. So if you go there, you can see the sign that they're hiring. That one is also another big store. It pays, if you start the job, about $13 per hour in Menards. It's a big store. They are selling mostly the constructions, equipment, cement, whatever, anything you need is there for building. Whatever, kind of that. Yeah, sorry. I think it's because it is very, very hot, so that's the reason. So I was saying, over there, those are brand new stores. The store which is called the 5 Below, it means if you go there, everything you buy, anything you buy, there is no anything which is about $5. Everything will be $5, from $1 to $5. But if you go to another store, it's called Dollar General. I can show you. It is just not far from here. Everything is $1. Anything you buy there is $1. So those are the few things. So I have a Twitter account, but I need to use it for a long time. I can't remember the username. If you cannot remember, honestly, you cannot remember, there is no problem. But if you forget, you pretend you forget, but you know that is a problem because you are lying. But if you completely forget, that's no problem. You forgot, you do not know, you don't remember. But there are some people that say, oh, I forgot, but you know you don't want to write it. No. If you completely forget, honestly, yeah, you forgot, there is no problem. EBM, can you tell us something about cut-off numbers for the last 2 years DV winners intake? For instance, last year we are 47,000. Does it mean that the case numbers above 55,000 are at risk? Yes. First of all, since the diversity visa lottery started, there is no any year where they have given 55,000 visas. It is 1 year they gave 52,000. But majority of the years is 48, 50, 49, around that one. In a normal way, if your case number for Africa, your case number is 50,000 and above, you will be on the cutoff line. You might be called for the interview or not. I'm not talking, so this is the Dollar General, you see? This is the track for Dollar General, where everything is $1 and that's so. The Dollar General is just not far from here where I go. Here they are building new apartments. Oh, the issue of summer. Yeah. So if your number is above 52, 51 from Africa, you are on the cutoff line. You might be interviewed. I'm not talking about the year where we have pandemic. I'm talking in a normal year. Because that number, you are almost at the edge. In order to be interviewed, there are so many people who be denied the visa. There are so many people having to check the results. So that's how you get interviewed if you have the high case number. So that's how it is. That's why I usually concentrate telling people, don't make unnecessary mistakes because you are going to be denied. And once you are denied, that's how other people are getting visas. For instance, the DV 2021 winners, they gave the people who won were 133,000 for DV 2021. DV 2022, the winners was 119,000. Why do they select almost more than two and a half times? It's because they know for sure there are so many people who be denied the visa, or there are so many people not checking the results. I'm 21. Can I apply and win the green card lottery? Yes, you can apply and win the green card lottery. Winning green card lottery doesn't care about your age, but getting the visa will depend on your education and work experience. So yes, you can apply. As long as you have a passport, you must have a passport in order to apply and get it. EBM, I'm from Ethiopia, and I'm DV 2021 winner 31,000. When will I interview? That will be around March or April next year, 2022. Sir, how good is farmers field in the United States? It's very, very good. Any job you get in America, in the medical field, pharmacy, nursing, dental, become a dentist, dental assistant, all those field, medical doctors, any field in science. First of all, medical field is very, very good, or any field in science and technology. That's good compared to people like me who were crazy enough to study political science, thinking that we become politicians. I don't know. So any field in science. So don't come to America. I'm going to be MBA. I'm going to manage business. Maybe manage business for your father. Otherwise, you cannot manage anything when you come here. EBM. I have a friend. She is a qualified nurse, but she wants to move to US or Canada. How best can you advise her? For US, you don't just move. Canada, yes, you can. Canada, Australia, New Zealand have what we call the merit-based immigration, or rather point system in immigration. You can apply based on the points. You have degree in nursing, which is very good, demanding degree. Secondly, what is your age? What language do you know? How many years of work experience? You can apply in Canada through the express entry and get permanent resident. But you cannot apply from your country to get permanent resident for America. That's why we are talking about lottery system. President Trump was trying to end the green card lottery and introduce the copy and paste of the Canada immigration system, which is the same like Canada, where is the merit-based immigration, where people can apply based on your qualification and you get green card. But Now we are continuing with the lottery system. So US, you cannot just apply and get a green card because you have experience or you have good job, wherever you have experience. Yes, you can ask if you get a job, a company can apply and help you to get what you call the professional working visa, skilled visa, H1 visa. Then after having H1 visa, then the company can sponsor you. 31,000 have already. Don't worry about when they're asking for documentation. When the time comes, they will ask the documentation. But usually the interview for 31,000 is around March. So they're not going to ask you right now, just relax. There are people who are supposed to have interview in October. Those people are the ones who are supposed to be worrying now. But they are waiting for they are waiting in the next 5 days. The next the visa bulletin comes. So the visa bulletin comes, will be able to, the KCC will start sending those information and scheduling the interviews. Hello, sir. You usually think amount of visas issued for the V2021. Do you think more than 20,000 not nearing an interview? There is one person from Kenya. Let me remember. I don't remember the number, whether it was 13,000 or 17,000, has just received the visa 2 weeks ago. So the person informed me. So I don't remember. But at 20,000, I believe they'll be able to be interviewed, unless otherwise in your country, there are some immigration suspension or there are so many restrictions because of the Delta variants in your country. So if, let's say, you live in Rwanda and they put a restriction, you cannot move from one state to another, obviously US Embassy in Rwanda, Kigali, cannot do interviews. So at the same time you are upset with the US, you have also to see what are the requirements in your home country. That is a press shopper, is a grocery store where you can buy your food over there. If you go further, if you keep going further, that's where you'll find the Walmart, Sam's Club, and other stores. I'll pass here later because someone sent me Western Union money. So Price Chopper, they have Western Union. So at one point I'll go to Price Chopper to get, today I'll go and I'll be going back to get the money. And then, because I have to purchase a few things, because at the end of the month I'll be traveling to Tanzania. So they want me to buy certain cell phone from here. iPhone 12 is driving everybody crazy. So they send the money, so I have to go to check it there, deposit on my bank account, and then I can be able to do that. Okay. My email address is ebmscholars. I cannot type. I'm using a phone. So when I'm using a phone, I cannot make a comment than if I'm using my own computer. So my email is ebmscholars@outlook.com. Outlook.com. I have my brother in Colorado. Can he support me to come to America anyway, in that the cost of living Colorado? Your brother will not be able to bring you to America. No, that is the truthful. The only reason he can do is just to find opportunity like school. But you need to have education so that you can get scholarship. But himself, he cannot bring you. Even if he's a US citizen. If a US citizen applies for green card of the sibling, it can take 8 to 10 years to get that card, to get a green card. These are, I think, certain type of beans. Yeah, so your brother cannot. That is to be truthful and to be honest. What your brother can do is to tell you to apply green card lottery. What your brother can do, maybe to connect you with a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, depending on your gender. That is something he can do, maybe. But to bring you, he will send you the invitation letter, but the invitation letter will not help you anything unless otherwise you are able to prove to the consular that you are aiming to come to America, you're not coming to disappear here. And to prove that is not by saying, I drank the water of the flag of my country. No, it's just by going by the actual facts by going and you put down there, I have 5 acres of this type of fruits. I have this kind of job. My income is 4,000 per month. Why should I stay in the US and work in McDonald's? But if you don't have enough assets, means to convince that you are going to stay in your you can come back to your country. That's over. Your case number is 3,000. 3,000 from where? From Africa. If you're from Africa, your interview will be around November. But very soon they will send you the document from KCC. If you are from Asia, with that case number, your interview will be either December or January. Peter Lugomoka, Mambo VP. I'm doing all right. Thank you so much for catching me up live here on my live stream. It's so hot. If I turn my camera, you'll see. I don't know. Let me turn myself. You see how hot it is here now. Yeah. So it's so crazy. I've walked from home to here up to this moment is more than 6 kilometers, I think. I don't know. Yeah. So this is CVS, where here you can get the COVID test. Here you can get it's just a pharmacy, big pharmacy and other things. I'll be going there to do something. Quick Trip is a gas station. The gas station here, you don't pay someone to do for you, you do on your own, as you can see. I'm in the high school final. Can I apply for the green card lottery? Yes, you can apply. Because at the time the results are out, the time to come to America, you will already have high school education. Because you have to prove the high school education at the time when you're going to the embassy, you need to have high school education. So from this area where I am, if you go that area, it's still Belton, but it is the only Belton area, or we usually call the poor area of Belton. The place where we are is a little bit more newer. The school is new, everything is new. That's why the police is there, nice stores. If you go that area, you find most of the stores they are there now. Target, Walmart, everything is in that particular area. All restaurants are in that particular area. Yeah, so I don't know whether should I end up here my live stream because I have to go inside. I have to go inside the CVS. So let me answer this question quick, and then I have to end my live. Is it possible for someone to apply for the DV lottery while he or she is in the USA? It doesn't matter where you are. If you are here and you win the process, you fill different form versus if you are outside. But you don't win just because you're in America. If you were born in Ghana, you'll continue to apply as someone like any other person from Africa. They don't care whether you are in US, whether you are in Europe. The country eligibility is the one determining your eligibility, the country of birth. Okay, let me quickly answer the rest of the question, and then you have to go. Hello, sir, please apply. In applying for a high school diploma, since it does not match it to degree. I don't understand your question, Nana. Sir, my host is sponsoring to his father to get primary residence. Is it affecting me? No. Your host is just the address. The question in the DSC 260, where are you going to stay in America? That's the question. Put the address. If you have the apartment, put the apartment. But if you have the apartment, it doesn't mean that the landlord is your sponsor. So the host is just the address. It's not your sponsor. How long I waited to apply for citizenship. We have green card, me and my husband. If you have got a green card through marriage, meaning your husband is a US citizen, and you got married through that way, it is 3 years. But if you get green card through lottery, through refugees, through any other means, you have to wait for 5 years to be given, to be allowed to apply for citizenship. So US citizenship is that way. Or if you apply and you go to the military, you'll be given a green card right away. Okay, any other question? Okay, so you say, hi. Okay, Nana, your question is, I'm applying, where does high school diploma does not match to the, why does it not match? Are you the one who completed the high school and the one applying for, does not match because you have different, you change the name, or you use the 3 names versus 2 names? Why does it not match? Because I don't understand what say it does not match. Thank you. You say, I appreciate it very much. It is 3 a.m. here in India. Yeah, sorry, it is very, very late. Yeah. So I have to end my stream right now. I know it is very, very late to so many people. So I'm so much thankful for each and everyone who took the time to be here. I know it is late, but you appreciate for you to be here. Okay. Let me answer the last questions. I'm from Saudi Arabia. I wanted to know, will Biden increase the green card from 55,000 to 80,000? It was supposed to be like now. I see it's very difficult because we are waiting for the infrastructure bill, but so far the infrastructure bill was passed yesterday and I didn't see the citizenship bill to be there. And if they miss this opportunity for infrastructure bill, there is no way that bill will be passed this year, because next year is election. For those who do not know, there is election after every 2 years. I want to be in the US. I want to be in the US. What is your advice? Apply for the green card lottery, pray to God to win. That's number 1. Number 2, get married to American citizen. Number 3, get bachelor degree with good results, then apply for masters, or have masters with good results, apply for PhD. Get scholarships and come to America. If nursing assistant, where do I place myself during application? What is the education? Nursing assistant is a job. It's not a degree. You can have PhD and work as an nursing assistant. The point is not about what is your job. What is your education? Did you go to the university and have a bachelor degree? You can have a degree and come to America and decide to do as work a nursing assistant. So nursing assistant is a job. It's just to say, oh, I'm a coach assistant. Yeah, you can be a coach assistant, but with a PhD. So, Adam, just be specific. What is your level of education? They don't ask what is your job title. Nursing assistant is the job title. It's not the education. Did you finish high school? Yes, that's the level of education. Did you go and finish bachelor's degree? That is the level of education. Did you finish master's degree? That is the level of education. When do you think the DV 2022 winner will see? I've answered the 3,000. I said the 3,000. If you're from Africa, your interview is November, because from October is 1 to 2,000. 2,000 to 3,000 and 4,000 is in November. How can I enter in the US without lottery and high school? I said get married to American citizen. That's one of the way. But you cannot come with high school direct unless others will get a scholarship like Berea or whatever. But my advice would be just get a degree in your country, your high school, get a degree with good results. Hello, which good time to apply the DV lottery is open? It doesn't matter. as long as you apply on the day it opens or the day before it closed. If you apply on the first day or the last day, it doesn't help you on anything. We advise people not to apply on the last day, because on the last day, sometimes the internet might be slow, website can be overwhelmed. But it doesn't matter whether you apply in the morning, afternoon, evening, because your evening in your country can be morning in America. Your night in your country can be evening in Australia. So there is no time zone where entire world is night. There is no that time. But many people in your country or in many countries, they prefer to apply during the night because the internet is faster during the night in your country. But there is no just benefit of applying any particular time. I finished high school and proceeded to college for nursing assistant, college certificate. You selected some college courses if you went to college. If it's not a degree, you selected some college courses or some university courses. So how do I know? How would you help me to be in the US? I don't understand your question. To help you to come to America or to help you to be in the US? I don't understand. Just by talking about green card, that is helping you to tell you go get a passport and apply. But I cannot carry you from your country and bring you to America. No. Can a couple apply the same photo in your applying? Yes, you can use the same photo. But a husband can use the same photo and the wife can use the same photo. There is no problem. There is no problem with that one. Okay, everyone. So I'm ending my live stream now. I have to go inside. This is called the red box, where you can go and rent a movie. But not many people nowadays do that. We use Amazon Prime. We use Amazon Prime. Then we use Hulu, and we use Netflix and other streams than just coming. We used to do this one before Netflix. I used to come and get movies here. So you come here on the kiosk. To hire a movie is just about $1, something like that, or $2, I think. And sometimes their movies are a little bit newer, so something like that. There are so many movies here I haven't watched them yet. Some I have, some not yet. The Honest Thief is a very, very good one. This one is a very, very good movie. I recommend for everyone to watch it. Okay. Okay, I thank you so much very much for spreading the important information to most people who badly need the information. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Thank you so much. I have to enter inside. I usually prefer not to record it from inside. Hello, sir. With your experience, what has been the experience with the adjustment you started through the DV lottery? I'm 2022 winner on F1 visa. It's very easy, as long as if you are in the US and you are not here, you have never been out of status. You are a student, you have never been illegal, you have never been out of status. If your case number is just like any person, your case number is available, you fill the adjustment of status form and you apply and you get it. I know so many people. It's easy application. Yeah. It's the same process, but you don't go to the consular. You're already here. So they're not asking, who is your host? Where do you live? You already live in America. The question they will find is, are you here legally? Have you been out of status? That will be the questions they want to know from you. I'm from Ghana and I want to be in the army personnel in the US. In order to be the army or any branch of the military, you must have a green card first. So the first step is to be a green card before to be in the military, because you cannot join Navy, Army, Marine, Air Force without being either having a green card or being a US citizen. Okay, let me end up right now, and then I have to go inside. Then we'll see. I will be live tomorrow. Thank you so much, everyone. I know it is very late to many of you.